Hello hockey fans, Oddman Rush here, and welcome to a slightly different video on the channel here today. It's less of one of my usual uploads and more of a channel update, I guess. Have I even done a channel update on here? I may have done kind of during year 1 or year 2 of me making videos on the Oddman Rush channel, but it's been quite a while since I kind of sat down here in front of the webcam, had more of an informal chat with you guys about myself, my life, and kind of the channel and it moving forward. So since I have some really big news to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen, I figured now would be the best time to kind of sit down and have that chat with you, you know? So the long and short of the news that I have to share, the keener-eyed of you will have already seen the title of this video. I'm moving to Canada. Yes, me, Oddman Rush, is moving to Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Half a decade after first visiting the city, I'm finally moving there in order to start my life in Canada on the other side of the pond. It's a really exciting opportunity for me. I'm really excited to see where things go there. Me and my girlfriend, who I've been with for the last 4.5 years now, we finally got a place together. We're finally going to be living in the same city as each other. We're finally going to be in the same time zone as well, which is brilliant. But yeah, I'm moving to Canada. So if you wanted the kind of the Spark Notes version of that, there you go. I'm moving to Canada. Wonderful news, right? Now, if you're wanting the longer version of the story, which I do hope many of you are, because I need that ad revenue, please, guys. Come on, help me out. I'm making a move here. Those of you who've been watching my channel for a while will know that I've spent several summers over the last few years out in Montreal. It started back in 2018, where I worked at a sleepaway summer camp there. I did the same thing in 2019, came back home in September both of those times. 2020, I was supposed to go once again to that summer camp, but COVID hit, the pandemic started, and obviously travel was stopped and the camp was stopped as a result. 2021, I went back and did the same thing, and that was a very interesting year with kind of a lot of the COVID concerns still in place there. And then last year, I didn't go to the camp, but instead I went back to Montreal to spend time with my partner, who lives over there and is born and raised over there, and I tried to see if I could get a job over there. I didn't have a work permit, but I thought, let's go over there, spend some time there as a visitor, see if I can apply for some jobs, and see if we can get a company or a business to see if they can sponsor my work permit application and help me kind of start my life there. Now, unfortunately, I ran into the problem which I would imagine many people who don't have a work permit in Canada do. They apply for these jobs, they get told, oh, you're a wonderful candidate, we'd love to have you, but you don't have a work permit, and it would take us a lot of time, money, and unnecessary resources in order to get that sorted out, whereas instead we could just hire somebody locally who will be able to do the job just as well. Which, from my perspective, or in my situation, that sucks, it's really annoying, but I completely understand why they do it like that. You know, it's their businesses at the end of the day, their organizations, they have to go with the smarter, more logical option. I just kind of went there on a whim to see if we could get something sorted. We couldn't. So I went back to the drawing board, me and my partner had a chat, and we thought, right, let's take a different route. And the route is, I'm going back as a foreign international student. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going back to school. It's been about half a decade now since I was last in education. My final education was my undergrad degree here in the UK, which I finished in the summer of 2018, just before I flew over to Montreal and to work at that summer camp that year for the first time. And yeah, I have not been in that classroom educational environment for 5 years or so now. So I'm kind of unsure of how this is going to go, especially now that I'm later this month going to turn 27 years old. You know, you don't really get many people in their late 20s starting new careers or starting new studies, but I figured why not? I need a route into the country and I need to try and find something for a bit of long-term success, a bit of longevity in terms of a career as well. So I'm going to start a trade. Yeah, I've never done a trade before, but my partner mentioned a trade to me and I said, that's something I never would have thought about by myself, but you know what? I have no expectations. I'm very curious to see what happens here and see where this kind of adventure takes me. So I'm going to train to become an electrician. And yeah, I'm studying until kind of the early months of 2025. So I've got about 1.5 years to do these studies. It's an accelerated course as well. And then from there, hopefully I'll get a work permit and kind of work within Montreal. So I'm hoping that from here, this is kind of my official move to Montreal, to Canada, to start my life overseas. So yeah, that's kind of the longer story of my adventure. Now, in terms of how all of this is going to affect the Oddman Rush YouTube channel, to be honest, I have absolutely no idea, folks. I'm going to be studying on an accelerated course, so that's going to take up a lot of my time. I'm going to need to get some kind of employment or some kind of consistent, steady employment while I'm out there, because I believe on my student visa I can work up to 20 hours a week once my course actually starts, and me and my partner, we're getting a place together for the first time, so I'm going to need some kind of employment to pay the bills and everything. So in terms of where that leaves the Oddman Rush YouTube channel and kind of my plans for the future, I'm going to be straight with you guys, I don't know. I'm going to have a little while once I've gotten there in order to keep making videos and kind of get settled before my course starts, but from then onwards, I don't really know. I'm kind of hoping to have one video out a week. Maybe they're going to be kind of less scripted, less edited ones, maybe more kind of informal chats like this, talking about hockey or talking about, you know, interesting stories throughout the hockey world, or more recent NHL stuff or stuff across the hockey world. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to know your thoughts. That would be really interesting to kind of get a sense of what you guys are hoping for or expecting from this channel moving forwards, because like I said, I don't really have any expectations on where I'm going to go with things here. But yeah, I have no idea kind of where I want to go with this, and I want your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I do want to keep the channel running. I do want to keep uploading content on the Odd Man Rush YouTube channel. I want to keep talking about my favorite sport in the world and kind of documenting some of the fun hockey related things that I get up to once I finally move to Quebec and start my life over there. But in terms of what shape that's going to take, I don't know. It might be that we keep business as usual, but it takes a little bit longer to get these videos out, or I might kind of have a notable change in the style of the content that I make, still within the hockey universe, of course, but the change in the kind of style or the tone of the content to make it a little bit more casual, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more less edited, more raw footage, I guess. Maybe just because that's all the time that I'll have. I don't know. So I just wanted to be straight with you guys and be honest with you. I don't really know what's going to happen with this channel in the months and potentially years that follow my move, because a lot of things in my life that I've been waiting for a long time have finally come to fruition. A lot of big things that have been on the horizon for a while, I'm now at the horizon, I'm there. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to update you. If I'm a little bit slow with some of my uploads over the next couple of weeks, it's because I'm moving into a new place and moving country, which those of you who have moved country in my audience will probably know it takes a lot of time and effort and commitment to get done, so bear with me. You guys have been very patient with me while I was working my other job, and I didn't necessarily have the time or the effort or the ability to be able to make a fully scripted, fully edited, normal style video on my channel every week. Did I ever mention that I got another job earlier this year? I don't think I did I? I had another job earlier this year. I was working 12-hour night shifts in a call center, which wasn't exactly the most ideal experience. The actual job itself was perfectly fine, nothing too crazy about it, but the hours I wouldn't necessarily recommend to anybody else doing. But then again, it helped me raise the money that I needed in order to be able to move to Canada and start my life over there. So everything happens for a reason, right? But yeah, that's kind of everything that I wanted to say in this video. I'm moving to Canada, which is great. I'm going to become a student again, which is certainly interesting. And I have no idea what's going to happen to this channel moving forward. So great, right? But in all seriousness, I'm going to have a video uploaded within the next couple of weeks. I've got several different scripts that I've got in the works at the moment. I just need to get around to finishing them, and obviously once I've settled in Montreal, I'll get back to recording. I'll have about 6 weeks until my course starts, so I'll have plenty of time to get at least 1 or 2 videos done during that time frame, get settled in the city and get cracking on the next chapter of my life, I guess. It's going to be a real shame to kind of leave a lot of my family and my loved ones behind, because I'm a very family-oriented person. I'm really close to my family. But the fact that I'm actually going to be able to live with my partner for the first time in 4.5 years of us being together, and the fact that I'm going to get to start this next chapter of my life, which has actually been something that we've been planning and wanting for several years now. It's been a long time coming and something that we've been trying to make happen. And finally it's going to happen. I am so excited to get started in this next adventure in Montreal. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate the support that all of you have given me. By coming back and watching my videos every single week, you've enabled me to be able to follow this dream. The money that I've made from these videos, the support that you guys have given me, and kind of the work ethic that this channel and you guys have helped instill in me has made it that I can pursue this and actually start a life in one of the biggest hockey cities on the planet. So what an amazing opportunity, right? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, watch some of my other videos. You know how it goes at this point. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. A big thank you to Bexy93, Burned Retinas, Drew Forsid, Houston NG, Raquel, and Worthless Pieces for helping support this video via Patreon. If you too want to help support the channel a little bit further and get a shout out at the end of every future video, make sure you head over to patreon.com/oddmanrush and become a patron today.